I could tell you the very obvious facts about LEFEET P1 scooter, like its incredible power, its compact size or its impressive battery performance. You know, the things that every P1 review talks about. But this is not that kind of video. I've personally used the P1 unit quite a lot over the last 6 months, and while doing so I've discovered 5 really cool features the P1 has too that no one is telling you about. Ready to be surprised? Here we go. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and happy belated New Year to all of you. I hope your holidays were just as relaxed and full of joy and laughter as mine. I really needed that break in the snow to recharge my batteries so I can give again 100% to this channel and our little community, which I'm really proud of. Should you have stumbled upon my channel for the first time, welcome, I'm Matthias. I'm an underwater cinematographer mainly creating content for the scuba, diving and water sports industries. Besides doing work for different clients, I really enjoy teaching fellow divers how to capture their underwater adventures with ease and in the best possible way, no matter how big or small of a camera they are using. If these topics are interesting to you, subscribing to the channel is a great idea and helps me out a lot. Thank you, guys. One of the brands I've done work for in 2024 was LEFEET, which produces some of the best compact underwater scooters on the market. I shot some promotional material for their newly released top-of-the-line P1 scooter. After the job was done, I got to keep one of the units and kept using it quite regularly on random dives. It was there, during those relaxed dives, that I discovered some really cool features this great underwater scooter incorporates, that surprisingly no one is talking about. I want to shed some light onto these features in today's video and look at the P1 from a slightly different perspective than most other reviews have done so far. Let's get right into it. What's one of the most important features of any underwater scooter? If you ask me, I'd say a gradual, smooth starting and stopping. Quite obvious, right? But if you try different underwater scooters, you'll realize that many of them jump into gear very abruptly as soon as you pull the trigger. This causes very shaky footage in case you attach an action cam to your scooter, as I like to do, to get shots like these. But even worse is the unnecessary strain this puts on your wrists, causing you to get tired and sore much quicker, making underwater scooters a lot less fun to use. And that's actually really sad. In extreme cases, and when you use the scooter on deeper dives, the extra work you're having to do might even lead to a higher susceptibility to decompression illness. Not something you want to take lightheartedly. I'm amazed LEFEET is not promoting this feature more prominently, as I think it really makes a big difference in how much you'll enjoy using such a scooter. If you've used underwater scooters in the past, you might have noticed that most scooters will pull you ever so slightly to the right side if you fully relax and give all control to the unit. I wondered why this is and started researching. Turns out it's not the waves or the currents you're fighting, but a less than ideal scooter design. Hear me out here. Since the propeller is turning clockwise, its power will eventually lead you that way. This means that if you want to go straight, you will need to counteract that effect with your body. At first, you won't really notice it, but doing this for an entire dive or even on multiple dives during a single day will wear you out much more than needed. The P1 on the other hand embraces a new design that pushes the water out the back straight and therefore creates zero vortices. The result? You move straight forward, save energy and can focus better on enjoying your underwater adventures. That's what I call a clever design and something every underwater scooter should have. Have you ever run out of battery while using an underwater scooter? I have more than once. It usually happens at the worst possible moment, meaning when you're furthest away from your entry and exit point. Murphy's Law, I guess. Monitoring your remaining battery life is obviously key, but hey, we all get carried away sometimes and distracted by what we see or interact with, so the monitoring can quite easily get forgotten. Most scooters will just drop dead once the battery is fully depleted, leaving you surprised and frustrated because now you have to swim all the way back to your exit point and carry a useless scooter with you. The P1 scooter has a physical low battery warning built right into the unit. Before running completely out of battery, the system will trigger cruising mode. This will drop the speed to the lowest level while still allowing you to make your way to your exit point. Given you won't be able to cruise like this for hours, but it is a great way of bringing your attention back to the battery level before it dies completely, in case you're having too much fun. Whenever you're close to a fast spinning propeller, being a little cautious goes a long way. But I'd lie if I said that I never had anything getting caught in the props of an underwater scooter. It just happens so fast, and before you even realize it, the wristband, a strap from your BCD or something else dangling around gets too close to the propeller and the damage is done. The P1 scooter comes well prepared even for such a scenario. For once, its propeller is well protected with minimal space and risk for anything to get caught in it. But I bet you didn't know that in addition to that, the P1 scooter comes with an emergency brake. Should something get caught in the propeller, rather than to keep spinning, it will engage its internal emergency brake, stopping the motion and make it possible for you to free the trapped object before too much damage can be done. It's kind of a last barrier, avoiding serious damage to yourself, your equipment or the scooter itself for those rare instances where all other precaution measures fail. After learning about this, I simply can't understand why not every underwater scooter is using such a feature. Did you know that you can also use the battery of your P1 underwater scooter for other things than to propel you over a beautiful coral reef on your next dive adventure? The P1's battery actually doubles as a portable power bank. It easily charges your smartphone, your dive computer or even your laptop. The things that usually run out of juice in the worst possible moment. As if this wasn't enough, this is a smart battery providing overcharge protection, high temperature protection, short circuit protection and a whole lot of other safety measures. Ideal for the use while traveling, on a dive boat, in a dive center or by the side of a pool. Having this with me on my dive trips actually eliminates the need for a separate power bank. I like that a lot. So be honest, how many of the 5 hidden features of the P1 were you aware of? Let me know down in the comment section below. For me, these not very well known extra features make the P1 into an even better underwater scooter than I initially thought it was. How much importance would you give to each of these features? Should you want to learn more about the LEFEET P1 underwater scooter and care about watching my initial standard review about it, check out this video over here next. Thank you for your time, guys, and now go out there and capture your amazing underwater adventures. I will see you next week.